Greetings, my dear Taurus. Greetings, welcome. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Welcome to my channel. I shall be doing a great portal reading for you for the month of June 2020. Please relax and clear your mind, and we'll go ahead and get started. Yes. So, once again, this is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun doing a situationship reading for the energy of Taurus for the month of June 2020. I shall be doing a small portal and then from there move into the Great Mirror, which will show the energy of you, someone else, and someone or something else, the object of affection, and the mirror between you two, what is apparent, okay? So these images can be illusions. It's our job to discern which of them are worthy of remembrance. Okay? So please relax and we'll go ahead and get started. I am working from the 1890 deck. It's a 130-year-old deck from the Parisian side of France. It's BP Grimaud and the Alietta school, 130 years old. Okay. So, my dear Taurus, currently there is a moment of augmentation. Essentially, a part of you is growing and rising in a certain way. There's an ascendant quality to that which you do, but it's the augmentation of a cycle that may you may be going through, and there essentially is a continuation of something, a recycling of something, and the year of the rat comes very poignant in this position. Augmentation has to do with the amplification of skill sets as well, mainly that of survival. And there also is the essence of something or someone that you are dealing with now that may be riding you somehow. Riding meaning piggybacking on your cycle, and it's perhaps that you want to let go of this, but there is something holding you onto this momentum, okay, and it continues. Um, yeah, when it comes to the past and what you have left or tried to leave when jumping out of the continuation of this cycle, trying to at least, you've dealt with a very severe energy, one that is constantly obsessed with the past. And not only that, there is a more feminine, nurturing side to this that has a hold of desire onto you and onto what you are trying to work on. They are affecting the natural flow of things, and though there must be a type of closure with this, there also is a type of beginning through the augmentation of skill, through the augmentation of something that you have been trying to master. And this has to do with a cycle of expectations, and how there has been upsets or letdowns when it comes to these expectations of the cycle that you tend to accrue to reinvest in. Okay, now there is the aspect of you working hard enough to get away with what you have worked hard for, but you have to be prepared for a type of letdown when it comes to what you actually expect. Okay, that's what the cards are saying. Yeah, augmentation is the trope, so we'll keep that on the side. And we'll go ahead and begin. That portal is closed now. We'll begin with the 9 cards spread, and that is the Great Mirror. Okay, there is a lineage here. I'll take that. It feels like it's right. Okay, this is your energy here. The undercurrent, aside from augmentation, from the recycling of certain skill sets that have become very much on your mind, there's an anxiety to this energy, a bit of chaos, but there is the feeling that you are rising up in some way, but it's not according to your volition. It's you're being pushed into this, and your skills are being pushed into a type of definition. This has to do with a commitment you have, one that leads to joy, as well as a type of release of the past. As this occurs, there is something that you are trying to avoid, a darker aspect, a chain of cycle within the thoughts that kind of leave you feeling like you don't have your mojo. Okay, when it comes to this, you have to rely on the practical and methodical movement that you are so good at, one that is based on the higher mind and the fusion of minds working together in that respect in order to create a structural stability within love, one that can be devoted to, okay, one that you can place your focus on. And this is ennobling for you. There is something about a lesson here that is hard to swallow, and it says that you are possibly thirsty for this connection to work properly. Okay, um, let's continue. Okay, currently, what you're appearing as someone who wants to bring an end to conflict with the object of your affection. There has been tension and a lot of ego um, games that have been very difficult to calm. Um, and there's a great sense of desire and independence in a way, but it's leading up to you coming to a cycle, ending that cycle, and moving on to the path of nobility, to the path of right doing and right action and doing the right thing. Okay, but that's based around the axis of the heart. And not only that, there is something about this axis that has to do with a type of sacrifice or letting go of something in order for it to work. Okay. Now, on the soul level, there is a great mystery behind this connection. You feel very much driven by the elusive quality of this, and there's magnitude towards it. You feel nourished in a certain way, but not without a sense of having to go through the darkness to find the light. Okay? On the conscious level, here, we have the card of inaction, the Knight of Pentacles, in the reverse. Okay, this is usually an offering, something about your offering to the external world, and your method with the external world is approaching a feeling of static, some form of noise, or perhaps the inability to move properly in the direction that you want to. There's something that is calling you back, okay? And it possibly is this connection. The object of your affection is going through the release of a cycle of the mind that has been holding them back. They're trying to break free. They've been sort of pent up and held in a certain way where they cannot express themselves nor can they think properly, meaning that their thoughts have crystallized in a certain way and have held them in a type of isolation. Now they're trying to break out and create some sort of incident. Um, there's a lot of possessiveness to this reading so far. And what lies between you within the mirror is a feeling of the chariot, okay? The chariot um, has rulership with Cancer. There is the fourth house is here. The need to stratify an emotional body to work with various forces and to move forward in the appropriate way, okay? There's a lot of movement on the conscious level um, within yourself that has to do with the inability to move practically into external events that are influenced by the situation. And not only that, there is the sort of emotional need to balance out and to help someone in some way escape from a restriction that is placed on them by the element of air or the element of Saturn. Okay? It's as if there is a quasi tower isolation moment, some form of um, 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 social sort of blockage here, and now there is a need to say something. But for you, it's more muddy. There's a muddy aspect to you, in that your emotions are rather intense, but at the same time, it is mirrored. So both of you feel this, but one person is more receptive, and I think it's the other party. Now, on the subconscious realm, we have the Six of Cups here on their side, okay? So that is interesting. It's le passé, which has to do with the past. Already some form of memory or some recollection that this person is dealing with. They want to be reminded about the past. They want to remember something like this. And not only that, they want to feel the connection that is there, that is innocent, as well as very emotionally fruitful in some sort of way. They want to be affected by the past. While as you are processing something, you are dealing with the burdens of the heart and trying to understand the the aspects of desire that you encounter with relationships in general or situations in general. Okay, now between you two, there is propos, which is the idea of secret knowledge or possibly propositions. What can be said, what needs to be said through the energy of the moon. Okay, there's a lot of moon placement, moon energy here, a very strong emotional connection within the mirror, causing, if you will, a very Neptunian or subtle current that envelops both of you and your energies. Okay, because the moon wants to be here, wants to be in the subconscious placement of manifestation, of magic, there is a possible gateway that has to do with the secret language of understanding and loyalty and love that cannot be expressed, but emotionally it is given freely. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So there is a strong possibility that an emotional stratification has occurred between you and the object of your affection. Now, this person is dealing with a great deal of external influences, and they, in their isolation, have had to break free. But as they were breaking free, they took one of their thoughts, and their thoughts are constantly directed in an externalized way from the unconscious outwardly to other connections. They're open to other connections that are based on the soul level or the soul desire, the soul urge. Okay, so there is a sort of free agency to their spirit that that they try to understand how you may be quite adept at pulling them in through the mysteries of certain things. But both of you are on the conscious level and the unconscious level dealing with the external world and being very much affected by it. Yet there is the Ten of Cups here, very strong Cups energy, very watery here within the mirror. There is a reflection that can be likened to the pool of Narcissus, in which both of you see a reflection that is very telling of literal image, literal emotional understanding, literal self-fulfillment through the envisionment, through envisioning each other. Okay, so there's a lot of feeling here, and the Ten of Cups is very serious, and it has to do with serious commitment, whatever or whoever this person or thing is. There is a strong connection, but for the time being, a great mystery envelops here. And like I said, there is the element of augmentation as well as a type of commitment that you already have that you are trying to work on, okay? But I see the floodgates really opening up for you in the month of June, and that could be a very good thing. Um, yeah, once again, there's a lot of cups energy, and there is a possibility that both of you are projecting onto each other. So you have to be careful of the illusions that Neptune can bring. These are watery ripples and swirls within the unconscious and subconscious mind that can cause a great deal of perplexity or confusion. So it's important for you to both embrace the aspect of clear sight when it comes to the downloads you get from your environment, okay? It works both ways. I hope that resonated with you, my dear Taurus. I hope I was clear enough. Please like if you will. Otherwise, I am open for private readings. Otherwise, I will see you mid-month of June for the 3 portals. And I bid you adieu and take care. Bye-bye.